Welcome everybody to the channel. Anybody new, you're welcome. Like I say, this channel's all about the BBC, believe it or not, with Inspector C. And today, outside my pet shop, getting some special food for my dog, Kato, which is here with me today. I'm just about to say hello to him, and of course he's in the car, but obviously decided to have a bit of a kip. Anyway, as I said, this channel is all about the BBC and what it gets up to and things like that. And of course, the thing is, if you want to become license free, that means you don't pay for a license anymore, that you don't want to subscribe to the BBC, watch their programs, and if you're not watching, you're not paying. So that is what the channel's about. Now, I've become license free as Inspector C a few years ago now. It's been 3 years now where I have been no letters, apart from the first 6 months after I did cancel. I got 2 or 3 letters, which they do send out. Intimidation, bullying, everything else, saying you're going to get fined, saying this and saying that. And it's just intimidation, folks. To stop this, obviously, I've told you several times on this channel, you have to do as I say, become license free, ring them up, ring the call centres. There's several numbers. Now, I'm not sure where they keep changing these numbers so that people cannot get through to the website. If you can't get through to the numbers I've left you, then they're obviously playing funny buggers, you know, playing to stop people. The phone may not be ringing or whatever, but you can go direct to the website and cancel online. But once you've cancelled, you get 2 years exemption or confirmation letter sent to you, which I've got and I've documented on the channel. So that's what you have to do, folks. There's no other simple way to just other than just blagging them off and just getting letters and letters piled up, because they're going to keep sending you letters if you don't correspond to them. That's what they do, and they will get somebody out to visit you in that area, you know, more than likely. Then of course they think you're watching without paying and all the rest of it, so they're going to try and get into have a investigation on you. That's what they might try have an excuse to give you. So if you don't reply, it's all ammunition for them. So my best advice, if you want to become license free and do what I've done, is just ring up. It's a phone call. You ring them up, tell them I'm not watching any live television at these premises, and that's it, folks. That's it for 2 years. I mean, I know it's a pain because I've got 12 months to go now. Well, that's the only way you can do it without getting letters and letters and letters. I mean, you know, they obviously realise that this door-to-door selling is not going to work, because if they come to your house, whether you've rang them or not, if they come knocking on your door, you just say to them politely, no thank you very much, I don't require a licence here, and you shut the door. That's quite within the rules, you know. But they will probably come back and knock again and say to you, well, we need to investigate. So then you say, I'm sorry, but I don't need a license. go and get a magistrate's warrant and everything else. You want to come into my premises and check whatever I'm doing or get some evidence to prosecute me, you're welcome to do that, but you get the evidence, because in a court of law, as far as I'm aware, you're innocent till you're proven guilty, as far as I know. And like I said, unless they do an Alex Belfield on you by just knocking your door down. I mean, Alex Belfield is a well-known person on YouTube, has had a few run-ins with the BBC, to put it mildly. And of course, he's a bit of a whistleblower. Now, Alex, I love Alex. He's a great guy, very, very entertaining. You know, whether you like him or not, it's up to you. But Alex has proven that they will intimidate you and try and close him down, of course, because obviously he was on YouTube for a while. He's gone to a paywall now. But Alex is a great guy, and he's done a lot of things to... you don't have to agree with everything he says, you know, but he's a great guy to understand the way the BBC operate. Anyway, like I said, like I said, they're going to intimidate you if you don't reply to them, because they're going to keep coming to their address, because the BBC, all they've got is a cash cow, basically a monopoly for having live television coming into your house. It's being beamed into your house whether you like it or not. The only other way of doing it to stop it is to cut the cord, which I've explained in a previous video. That means you can't have any terrestrial television coming to your address. If you cut the cord and get rid of the aerial connection, then you've nothing to fear, and you're not breaking any rules, any laws by being a criminal. If you're not watching, you're not paying. So that's the basic thing what you've got to understand. You know, if you're not watching, you're not paying, so you're not intimidated by them. They can come knocking on your door. They want to prove something. Let them get the evidence by getting a search warrant to come into your house. If they come into your house, they're going to find nothing because you're not watching. You know, you're not watching, I'm not watching, so they have nothing to fear. But like I said, that's what you have to do, folks. Now, if everybody did this and did what I'm doing, quite simply do it, and this whole fiasco of the TV license would have to be restructured. The BBC would have to get another the BBC would have to get another business program to fund their programs. I mean, overnight, you could stop overnight. If I got 25 million people watching this video today, which I don't think I'm going to get, but you know, I might get 100, I might get 200 people. But if I can influence 200 people to how to do it the correct way, or the legal way you can do it now, by rigging them up, getting your exemption for 2 years, then they'll understand that the people don't want this anymore, knocking on doors and TV salesmen coming to the house, and they will go into a subscription basis, because millions of people will stop paying the TV license. The public out there has got the power of the people to say no, thank you very much. Go like Netflix or Amazon Prime or any other person. If it's coming to your house, you got the choice whether you want to watch or not. And of course, then there'll be no more letters, no more door-to-door sale, and they won't have to have a TV company, TV license to collect their revenue. So the business plan will be changed. That will happen probably in 2027, another 5 years away. So I'm going to plug on with this channel to try and make people do what I've done. It's quite simple, folks. Go to your bank, close your account, get your refund. You've got to get a refund because you're paying £6 a week now. But the license fee is £160, as far as I'm not paid for 3 years, so I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's £160 roughly. And like I said, I don't pay that. So I've saved that 3 years now. And that's what it is, folks. They haven't got any revenue from me to fund their program. Excuse me, but I'm not watching, so I'm not paying. So like I said, if everybody did the same, then overnight they would have to change their business plan tomorrow. Not next week, 2027, tomorrow. They'd have to go commercial like a proper TV company and get advertising revenue, ITV, Channel 4, other people. They would have to become more commercialised, which they still do. They want it both ways. They want the gravy train both ways. Anyway, I'm with my friend, my great friend today, Cato, who's not very well at the moment, who's got to have some liver problems, unfortunately. That's why we're at Pets World, so I've got to get some food for him. But what do you say, Cato, when they come knocking on the door? What do you say to the BBC licensed people, the sales people? When they come knocking, what do you say to them? Come on. Your channel as well as mine. You're, come on. Tell everybody out there, there's millions of people out there that want to listen to you. Come on, say something. Good, that's a good, you know. So he's not going to say anything. So that's what you do, folks. If they actually come knocking on your door, and they say they're from BBC TV licensing, as a salesperson trying to get you to buy a license and sign something to say you're going to get a lot or whatever, don't sign nothing. Don't do nothing. Just be polite to them. Say, no, thank you. I don't require a license at this address, this household, your address. You don't require a license. That's how simple it is, folks. It really is that simple. And they will go away, hopefully go away, and then realise that they may come back some other time and try and threaten you with bringing the police and all the rest of it. But if you don't talk to them, you don't say nothing like my friend here, Cato. If you keep stum, don't say nothing, then they've got no evidence for you to write down. They've got no authority as a policeman. They're not knocking on your door, taking I got this scanner and saying, well, blah, 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 taking information down. You just say, no, thank you, I don't require a license here, goodbye. Don't have to tell them anything more than that. Goodbye, thank you very much, and shut the door. Now, if they want to go further with it, that's up to them. And of course, like I was just saying to you before, they have to have evidence that you're watching, but if you're not watching, you're not paying. So anyway, folks, I hope it's made plain to you. I've made over 400 videos on this subject, how simple it is. And it is working for me because they've not come knocking on my door yet, but that may change. But that's the next step. I'm waiting for them to come. I'm going to be polite to them, just open the door to them if I'm in. I may not be in to answer the door, but they'll leave a card or whatever if they've been. But as I said before, it doesn't really make any difference because I'm not watching, so I'm not paying. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just documenting this channel for you to make up your mind if you're thinking about coming license free. Because if you are, it's very simple, like I've told you people. And of course, a great channel on here is Chili John. Chili John is very big, very over 50,000 subscribers, 60,000 subscribers. People who've gone to him for advice on how to become license free. And I did the same, so I'm a subscriber of Chili John, and I've done it sort of more or less the right way, rang them up, got my 2-year exemption, my 2-year confirmation by a letter, which runs out February 2023. Unfortunately, I have to renew it then, because, and I'll get another 2 years exemption at that address. So anyway, folks, I hope you join me on this journey and up this channel. If you're becoming license free, let me know in the comments if it's any useful for you, if it's been a help to you. That's what it's about on this channel, is to be helpful and pass on information, what your rights you've got. And that's what I'm saying, folks. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm Inspector C, because they said they're going to inspect me, so I'm inspecting them. So I've turned the tables on them, and that's the object of the channel. Whether you agree with that, it's up to you. I'm doing nothing wrong, nothing illegal. I'm not trying to make people stop paying the license. It's up to you whether you want to watch or not. I still have the access to watch it occasionally at a friend's house or something like that. But me personally, I do not watch. There may be 1 or 2 programs like a new TV series, Peaky Blinders, very, very good. I'm from Birmingham myself, and I love the history, and the guy who wrote this is very, very good. So Peaky Blinders is one off, but I'm not watching sort of EastEnders. I'm not watching any news programs or whatever, so I don't miss it, because that's probably the next step I might do. I might do things that you can watch without missing the BBC. You don't miss it because there's one or two programs, don't get me wrong, interesting programs that you'll miss out on. Like I say, there's something like the Antiques Roadshow, something like that, something a premiere program, which is probably on the iPlayer. Anyway, folks, it's just giving you some idea what the problem is. Not the problem, but what you have to do to become license free, like Inspector C. Have no letters knocking on your door, nothing to worry about. You don't require a license, you don't need one, and that's what you have to do. And if they come knocking on my door, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Anyway, folks, like again, one or two new people. Thank you very much for subscribing, supporting me. Had a comment, a like, and one or two things. Like I said, if you don't agree, or you want it, if you make up your mind, or you want to make up your mind what to do, I hope I've helped you in that respect. So anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there, and I will go and get some dog food for my dog, who's got some kind of a liver problem at the moment. We think. I'm not sure how it's serious it is, but I've got to get some special food for him. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.